Hi, it's Lynn again with Vaping with Lynn and Earl, and I'm excited to say I got my lava tube from volcanovape.com, and I've had it for, maybe 18 hours or so. It came with a battery, a case, an atomizer, and a drip tip. Now, it came with a 3.0 ohm atomizer, and again, you guys know me. I'm not really a big fan of the atomizers. And what I have on here is a extra large fluxomizer, and I've done some mods to it. I watched videos on YouTube about how to mod that out, and I've got this thing set at 3.3 volts. Okay. And it works awesomely. It really works real well. Let me take a toot and show you. Tons of vapor, awesome flavor. I'm using a Vulcan Vape. Go by there, by the way, vulcanvape.com, and check those guys out. They have great prices and awesome products and quick delivery. And by the way, they're a local company. They're a small company. They're local. And these guys have started this thing out of their garage, and they've bought a lot of products, and they resell them on the internet. And Wes and Jake have really been great to me, and I enjoy all of their products. They've got the e-cig, they've got cartomizers, atomizers, they've got drip tips, liquids, chargers, pass-throughs, 1,000 milliamp hour or 900 milliamp hour ego batteries. So if you get a chance, go by there and help those guys out. Help them grow. They're a local company. In the economy that we're in now, we need as much as we can possibly get as far as stimulus to our economy and all. And so these guys are local. They're an American-based company. They buy American-based liquids, and they sell those, So I say buy American and, and stimulate our economy. Well, anyway, back to the lava tube. So what I've done is I've tried the 510 XL dual coil high ohm. This is a cartomizer, and it works really well. And the fluxomizer, I've tried this at different voltages. And for me, I'm vaping at the 3.3 volts right now. And let me give you another toot to show you, give you an example of how it works. Long, slow drag, great taste, no burnt flavor. It's really great. I think this is a 3 ohm, by the way. And it works really well at 3.3 volts. So what we're going to do is we're going to crank this boy up to 4.5 volts and just show you the difference there between the... And that's what's great about this lava tube. It works really well, and you just dial it right in. One of the cons of this is that if you use a dual coil or a low res atomizer, fluxomizer, clearomizer, cartomizer, it defaults to 3.7 volts. So if you're going to purchase this product, it works well with high resistance, single coil styled instruments or devices that you may put on there. So anyway, we're going to try this at 4.5 volts. As you can see, I'm at 4.5 volts. See that? Okay. Now, let's give this a toot and see how it works. Okay, what I did notice is a slight tinge of a burnt taste. The vapor production is lower. The flavor is almost completely diminished, and it just doesn't work as well. So I'm, with the 3.3 volts, it's the best. Okay, now what we have is we have the end cap that screws right on. And by the way, I've purchased other mods, and this particular mod, well, it's got a hole straight through the center for venting for safety. It's got a sturdy spring on the end there. It's got awesome threads, and it's got a plastic cap. For whatever reason, the plastic cap, I like that because it's very flat and it sits down well. It sits very level and flush, and so if you, just some of the, let's just be honest about it, okay? some of your devices that you use on whatever battery you choose to use may leak. So when you set this down with the cap on, it sits completely flush and flat on the surface in which you've set it down on, and it, so it doesn't. Well, that fell over because I set it down correctly, but it doesn't fall over. Your liquid doesn't leak out. Your liquid doesn't leak out. And also in the end, as you can see, it's a 510 connection, and it has a well there. Do you see the well? That's where if any of your liquid, if you drip, it'll capture it in that well, and you can take a paper towel, a Vapor's best friend, by the way, and dry that right off. Okay, so it screws on, and it's perfectly level with the device, and it screws on well. It feels well. Now, as far as the size, is large. Okay, this is the lava tube. Okay, and this is the e-cig, and you can see that the comparison is that it's a lot larger. All right, the button here, it clicks every time. Changing your voltage is ultra easy. It's got an on and off button right here. Turn it, you hold it down, it goes off. Alright, it doesn't accidentally fire in your pocket. Turn it back on, hold it for 1, 2, 3. 3 seconds, it comes back on, and you're back at the voltage in which you were using. Also, if you click this button 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 times, it shows you the voltage of your battery at all times. Another great feature is you can set it at, I'm going to use it at 3.3 on this particular fluxomizer, and if I hold down both buttons at the same time, it locks the voltage. You can't go up, you can't go down, it just stays there. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to take another toot before I go away. This device, you're going to spend $90, okay, all day long. You're going to get the lava tube, you're going to get the battery, which is an IMR 18650 high drain with a flat tip. Alright, now I do have an IMR 18650 in the 3000 milliamp hours, and it doesn't quite fit in all the way, so it'll actually, when you screw the cap back on it, it'll stick out slightly like that, but it still works great. And then you have 3000 milliamp hours. Now, as far as the battery life on this goes, I have yet to run one down, and I've been using it for 18 hours. Of course, probably 7 of those hours I've been asleep, so you might as well say, 11 hours continuously with this particular setup, and it's worked really well. It's worked well on the dual coil tank, 510 tank twin coil clearomizer worked well on that. But you need, remember, the higher the voltage, unless you have a high ohm rated device, it's gonna taste burnt. Okay, to be honest with you. So, for the best flavor, I found that doing this particular device, this particular fluxomizer at 3.3 volts has great vapor production. Tastes really good. No burnt flavors, and vapor production is awesome. One more time as I take you out. Tastes great, lasts a while. What you're looking for in vapor, taste, throat hit, and longevity, or long lasting. Give this particular lava tube, go to the guys over at volcano.ecigs.com, or I believe that's what it is, and give those guys a try. And by the way, we are now full on the fluxomizer twin coil that I was filling up earlier. And anyway, you guys have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and vape for life.